Our next reader is D.E. Munson. He's the author of By the Time I Got to Woodstock, or Space Meets Time in the Shadow of Atlantis, a novel detailing the antics of Space Larrabee in his quest for meaning in life. He's an award-winning copywriter, graphic designer, guest speaker, artist, and folk singer.
Try that. A journey of 1,000 miles usually takes a while. You can quote me on that, says Space Larrabee. The old axiom begins with a single step. That's true enough, but it helps to know where you're going. In 1969, Space Larrabee's world turned upside down, leaving behind his career path to the clergy and catapulting him onto a journey, an adventurous quest for his purpose and the true meaning of love and life. During the first leg of his journey, captured in my first novel, By the Time I Got to Woodstock, Space finds love in time. This is a girl, spelled T-H-Y-M-E. But his world comes unraveled in a surprise ending. My contribution to the anthology is a chapter from the second leg of his journey, In Search of Space and Time. He's reflecting on where everything went wrong and how to sew it back together. In this excerpt, Space examines his formative years, the seed that would bloom into his deeper understanding of love, nature, and the universe. This is Space speaking. I would daydream about the past and scenes from J.M. Barrie's The Little Minister, my favorite book at the time. I had no idea it was by the same author as Peter Pan. I daydreamed about the future, helping people in my parish, and about standing at the pulpit. My time hanging around the pulpit then mostly consisted of being an altar boy. I loved donning the robe and striding to the altar with decorum and the twin-tipped golden lance. I touched the flaming wick to the candles before the service. With equal relish, I'd snuff 'em out with the lance's golden bell at service's end. I savored my weekly fix at the altar during that 30 seconds to a minute. I could see out of the corner of my eye how the congregation looked from up front. The most important moment in my life, in my 16 years on the planet, culminated at the same pulpit. Reverend Creighton pinned the God and Country Medal to my scout uniform. A feeling I got when the congregation applauded my achievement was addictive, a dangerous prospect for an Aries trying to be humble. While becoming an Eagle Scout was the brass ring on the Boy Scout merry-go-round, mine was the God and Country Award. I studied and worked hard for it. I did community service and volunteered in the church for a whole year. I licked, stuffed, and stamped thousands of envelopes. I also typed labels and glued them to tithing boxes, all on a small table underneath the frame print of Walter Solomon's Christ at Heart's Door. The Beatles were in full swing by then. George Harrison began looking east and studying sitar under Ravi Shankar. I got permission from Miss Hewsong to set up a portable phonograph and play my Ravi Shankar album as I worked. Thinking back, That was the first seed to bloom into my theological change of direction a few years later. One metaphorical flower in this changing bloom of Space's consciousness is this song, which he wrote after reading Thoreau. It's called Song to Henry David. I sing to you people who will listen. You're always willing to lend me an ear, having eyes that sparkle and smiles that glisten. You're the best friends that I've had in years. And yes, you to me the blue sky, the blue jay and butterfly, the high birch and the rocking horse. You are my people and you are my foe. You're the cabin where I'm sitting as I pen these words. You're the song that I sing as I waken each day. You're the rippling light on so clear. You're the child chasing leaves like a child's soil at play. And yes, you to me the blue sky, the blue jay and the butterfly, the high birch and the rocking horse. You are my people and you are my foe. Well, it seems quite a while that I've been here now. You've seen me change in many ways, and it seems that I can't leave you somehow. I may stay here till my very last day. Thank you.
Thank you.